Hello there, you 185k awakening people joining me in a wonderful battle against ignorance. Today I will react to Miss USA pageants, more specific to the Q&A section. Just keep in mind that a good appearance is not everything. A true beauty without brain and heart is something shallow. Let's roll the special intro first. She's right on track. Wow, what a costume. That's Transformer. She wanted to transform America. Wow, what a posture. Now she's falling down. Something should happen. Wow, I guess her butt hurt, but she's right on track. Woo, she disappeared. What a costume. She's an alien or what? A warrior of some kind.
How do we narrow the gap between the rich and the poor?
How do we narrow the gap between the rich and the poor? Wow, you need 3 days to answer.
I think that the rich need to...
The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer.
Take a breath.
It's nice that the public is encouraging her.
I think that the rich need to be able to be giving, and I think the poor need to work hard, and I think the middle class need to come together and find an in-between. Thank you.
Do you think political correctness is hurting or helping this country, and why?
That's a very good question.
Wow,
I think
that's
that
a
it's a
very
balance
good
of
question.
both. We definitely need... I'm sorry, may you please repeat the question once more?
Miss Pennsylvania, some more questions here if you'll grab any one. This comes from judge number 5.
Women's roles in the U.S. have changed dramatically since the 1960s. What changes would you like to see next?
Well, I'd like to see changes as far as women also, well, like President Clinton is doing, he's getting a lot of women in the House of Representatives.
In the House of Representatives and under the Oval Bureau, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, relax. Take a second. Anything else on your mind?
No.
Nothing.
Ms. Minnesota, do you think that your career prospects would be affected if affirmative action were dismantled?
First of all, what is an affirmative action?
I think that affirmative action is important in your career, and I think that they work together. I believe that if you stand strong on what you believe, that you should use that in all aspects of your life, including your career. I know that
Somehow she managed to avoid the answer.
Into the bowl you go. And out you come with judge number 3. That is Lisa Santos. Lisa.
Hi. Should unwed teenage mothers be allowed to collect welfare? Why or why not?
I don't believe that unwed teenage mothers should be allowed to collect welfare.
Why not?
We have such a big problem in today's society that...
God help me, God.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa, and should help the Asian countries. So
what this has to do with anything?
For our children.
Thank you very much.
The guy
South
was
Carolina.
cool.
A recent report shows that in 40% of American families with children, women are the primary earners, yet they continue to earn less than men. What does this say about society?
I think we can relate this back to education and how
in some cases, women are better educated than men, and still the inequity is maintained.
Figure out how to create jobs right now. That is the biggest problem.
Jobs.
And I think especially the men are seen as the leaders of this. And so we need to try to figure out how to create education better so that we can solve this problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Utah. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, next.
Oh, that's a classic one also.
I am especially proud to be a first-generation American and a resident of Hawaii, our youngest state. From the rocky shores of Hawaii to the beautiful sandy beaches of Hawaii. America is our home.
Wendy Malik, your question, please, for Alabama.
Government tracking of phone records has been in the news lately. Is this an invasion of privacy or necessary to keep our country safe? Why or why not?
I think the society that we live in today, it's sad that if we go to the movies or to the airport or even to the mall that we have to worry about our safety. So I would rather someone track my telephone messages and feel safe wherever I go than feel like they're encroaching on my privacy.
She's agreeing with the invading of privacy.
Among the 5 senses, what do you prefer to have if you could only have one, and why?
Thank you for that wonderful question. If I have to pick out of 5 senses, I would pick seeing. Because seeing is the best sense that we can ever see, because seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing. Okay.
Gloria Diaz.
Miss number 1, what do you think would be more important for you, to be rich or to be beautiful?
Your question is so hard, but I think you can answer it. Just give me a little more time to think. Okay, so it is very important to be. Wait.
Just breathe. Okay. You can count to 3. And then breathe again.
I would choose beautiful. It's because it's not that you have to be beautiful outside, but also inside, right? So it is very important to be beautiful than to be rich. What if you're rich, but you have this bad attitude? So it's better to be beautiful in and out. Thank you.
It makes logic.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. We believe you.
We believe you.
My question. 36 of the contestants here will be able to vote this year for the first time. Is there anything about the campaigning process that you would like to see changed in the future?
I think that we need to change our school systems and tell our kids that are about to start voting or explain the process so they know it better, because for me it's still a little blurry and I'm a new voter, and so I need some more practice in it.
You need more practice, yeah.
Thank you, South Carolina. Jeannie Anderson.
Wow, Jeannie in bikini.
Jeannie, you're so tall.
What was with that remark?
And for our last judge, our 1969 Miss Universe, Miss Gloria Diaz.
1969? Wow. She should be in a wax museum.
Okay, Jeannie, if you were given a chance to choose to become beautiful but not too smart, or very smart and not too beautiful, what would you prefer to be and why?
You can read on her face that she's very embarrassed. First, because she's in a two-pieces bikini, and second,
just one more time?
Because it's a really hard question to answer.
Beautiful, but not too smart. Basically, not stupid, but not too
Not
smart.
stupid. Okay, I guess that's all for today, folks. What I was trying to say is that in this kind of pageants you need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Mentally, physically, emotionally and spiritually. The Q&A in every pageant is the way to know if you are textbook smart or a street smart. Judges try to test your ability to think in a snap. You have to think outside the box and give the answers accordingly. The conclusion of this video is that the candidates are not expected to solve the world's problems with their answers, but at least try to give a pertinent answer and try to think outside the box. Let's fight together the war against ignorance. It's a good war. See you in the next video. Bye bye!
Some people keep their brains securely in their heads. Some keep them safe in mason jars underneath their beds. Either keeps a spare one in the closet in the hall. Some people act as if they didn't have a brain at all. Where do you keep your brain? Do you keep it safe out of the rain? You better know where your brain is. Finders, keepers, losers, reefers.